What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to a brand new day of CS2 Case Market Coverage. I'm going to jump right in this week, so not waste your time or your money here at this channel. Starting off with the stake buy case. Now, this case is still up from where it's been relatively, and we're going to see that trend not continue, especially for a lot of these middle price cases. But in general, from where we saw the jumps this case took, it's really still staying around that same price range. Hasn't taken too much of a fall off yet, though I wouldn't expect it to 100% stay that way. I could definitely see this going down within the coming days. The clutch case has gone down within the last few days, peaked around over $1, but has been moving back down, and we'll see this trend with a lot of other cases. It does seem that this is just kind of a market correction to this giant jumps that we saw, especially on all those mid-tier price cases. We didn't see the jumps as heavy on a lot of these lower price cases, and because of that, it seems like we're really seeing still like steady growth on a lot of these, especially like the CS20 cases. These are really the ones that have continued peaking. This is an all-time high for the CS20, so these are looking pretty good. These are not affected like some of the other cases have been from the recent declines. But again, I'll get into that in a minute. The Prismas and the Prisma 2s are actually still around their all-time highs, around 152 here, where they were some months ago. Yeah, same with the whoops. My bad. Prisma 2 should be displaying on this page, but they're kind of bugging out. Yeah, it says 143, but we're at realistically like 155 on these, so looking very good. These also have not taken a drop, but they haven't continued climbing within pretty much the same time period as these middle tier price cases. The horizons are actually up to 220. This is a obviously, since they've reached this point, they haven't moved, but for them to maintain is pretty nice. It's nice that we haven't seen these fall back down to the 206-ish range where they've been sitting forever. 220 is nice. Hopefully, it continues climbing up past that. The shadow case is one that has also not moved. Same with the falchions. The revolvers have moved down slightly, and this is where you'll start to see really a lot of the big fall offs. And it just starts with like pretty much all of these cases here. Like they peaked really about around a week ago, a little less than a week ago when I was making that last video. And since then, we've seen a steady decline on a lot of these cases. We've seen them even go back all the way to where they were before the jumps. But I'd say on the majority, that's not the case. Now, let's get into why this is happening. I don't know specifically why the original surge happened on these mid-tier price cases. It could have been a group push of investors. It's weird that they all went up at the same time. Like that's not super like common for them all to literally go up multiple dollars. So it could be somebody that was buying in or a group of people that were buying in. But as for why it's dropping, it's really all things that go up must come down to a correction price. Now, generally, sometimes that correction price can be above and usually is above wherever the original price was when it took off. Like this case, it's still slightly above where it was before it took off. We're still here at like the $5-ish range. So even if it was like 4.50 before then, we're still up 50 cents, which is nice to see, and it could continue going down. But this is just one of many cases where we see a similar trajectory. Like if we want to go back into something like the Gamma 2 case, this was well over $5 a very short time ago. Obviously, it took a giant surge there, but realistically was into that $7 range, which is huge. And before the takeoffs, yeah, we were around $5. So these ones we've actually seen it go slightly under where it was before these really giant surges, though that's pretty rare on these. Not really many other cases went underneath of where they were before the surges. Something like the Spectrum case, for example, we'll take a look at this one. Before the surges was sitting at around, yeah, actually 640. This one actually did fall as well. Wow, that's pretty big for something to like. We literally saw these go skyrocketing in a very short period of time, back to straight down below where they were before even the jumps, which is pretty crazy. But that could be because people saw the inflated prices and decided this was their time to offload while they could get more money for their cases. They didn't want to sit around and wait on them to keep climbing. So yeah, that's to be expected. Cases like the shattered web case, this is still well above where it was before the initial surges that we've seen. Really around 660-ish, and before then even it was lower than that. But we've not seen this one fall quite as sharply as the other cases have. Sorry guys, I'm filming this late at night, so sorry if the energy is a little low or whatever. But this isn't a super crazy video. We're not seeing giant jumps or anything like that that we need some energy for. Like the Phoenix case, this is one that's still well above where it was before the surges, but has also gone down. It's kind of varying per case. Even these cases, like the higher tier price cases with the breakout, is still up over $1 from before the surges. We were just reaching into $10, and then it hit all the way up to like 12 something. But we're still up in general. Hopefully, these don't keep declining to all the way down to where they were. Hopefully, they hold some of this gained value. Like the glove case has shot sharply down, but this is fair because it's like reached almost $30 at one point, for real, which was crazy. So, and it was in the 25 range, which is insane because it was literally at $10 like a month ago. So, yeah, $15 right now is still a pretty big jump. That's still a third of the price's growth within a month, relatively. So that's really big. Still, obviously, I do expect that to probably keep declining because that's an insane jump to make as quick as it did. Um, but yeah, guys, that's about the changes that we're seeing on the market. I'm not going to get into every single specific case right now, just because, like, I mean, we are seeing that with a lot of these. Like, even the gammas went down just slightly before they were before the sale. Went down to $4 at one point. We're actually still, I'd say, relatively around where we were pre-sale, but actually down though on those as well. The Chroma 2s here. I might as well get into a few more of these. Yeah, these again really where they were back like April 20 something. So set these back like a couple weeks. Really, really steep drops on a lot of these. Chromas, I think these are actually still up a little bit from where they were before the sale. Definitely are up about 50 cents still. So yeah, it varies case to case. We're not seeing giant fall offs past where they were initially, but some of these are quite sizable, so take that as you will. But guys, let me know your opinion on what the market has been doing down in the comments, what you guys feel is going on, and how you guys are going to be playing here in the near future. So thank you all for coming out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.